This makes me want to see a Three Stooges and Evil Dead crossover. They'd have to recast them, unfortunately, though. But,
Yeah. Use the guys from the movie that came out like 10 years ago.
I'm pretty sure that they've done Three Stooges shorts that were set in like haunted houses and stuff.
They probably did.
Or when they were doing those feature length ones. I mean, why didn't they do like a Halloween Three Stooges movie instead of like, oh, the Three Stooges meet Snow White? Boring. Or the Three Stooges meet Hercules. Boring. It's like,
the Three Stooges meet the Marx Brothers.
now that I would have actually watched. I would have loved that. Because I love the Marx Brothers. Although that does make you wonder, like, who's gonna come out on top there? You got two of the wildest, like, comedy groups right there. I guess depending on which era of the Marx Brothers it is, would Zeppo be there, or would it just be the three?
I guess same with the Three Stooges. Do we get Curly or do we get Shemp?
Or do we get Joe Besser?
We don't talk about Joe Besser.
Joe Besser was, yeah. I mean, it's actually funny because the first time I saw any of the Three Stooges in anything was in an Abbott and Costello movie.
Really?
Called Africa Screams, and that was also the first time I saw Abbott and Costello in anything. Because Shemp and Joe Besser are both in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And unlike when he was with the Three Stooges, Joe Besser is actually funny in that movie. But anyway.
Alright, do you have any trivia?
Morbius meets the Marx Brothers, meets the Three Stooges, meets Evil Dead. Now there's a crossover.
Versus Alien versus Predator.
Oh, good.
Versus Freddy versus Jason.
At that point, you might as well just make Multiverse the movie.
I've actually only ever seen two Edgar Wright films, now that I think about it. Yeah, Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Hot Fuzz, that I haven't seen in a while, but I love Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, that's a funny movie.
It's the last time I saw it, I was like, this is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Shaun of the Dead's pretty good, but the tone's a little weird on that one. Because there's like parts that are funny and then parts that are like really dramatic too. And World's End, I remember liking. I really like Edgar Wright's stuff, actually.
Oh, I didn't realize he did Last Night in Soho.
He did that one too, which I saw that one a few months ago, and I actually liked that one. Baby Driver, I liked. I can't really think of any movies he's done that I don't like, actually. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was an interesting one.
It's what I call a band kid movie.
That one, it's not saying much, but that's probably my least favorite Edgar Wright movie of the stuff I've seen. But it's still it's decent. I mean, it's I'd probably like it more if I was more into video games, though. To be fair, but it's got an interesting style and stuff, though.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting movie. Oh, that's right, yeah, he was supposed to direct Ant-Man. I forgot about that. But they replaced him with a different director. It's a very short list of movies, I just realized. But he's been pretty consistent, though, in quality, if you ask me. But yeah, Hot Fuzz is definitely my favorite Edgar Wright movie. Timothy Dalton's performance in that. He is just he's such a great parody of like just mustache twirling villains.
Yeah.
He's both like the best villain ever and the worst villain ever at the same time because he's so unsubtle about his motivations.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a slasher of prices. Catch me later. You're just like, that's his first scene in the movie, and like he's already dropping hints that I'm the bad guy. It's so funny. That'd be a hard movie to do a podcast on.
Yeah.
Though, but I do love that movie though. It's so funny.